I've already harvested my bananas. What's next? Will I get another bunch of bananas from the same plant? If not, what do I do with the banana plant? Do I just chop it down or do I just leave it there? Also, if I chop it down, what can I do with the trunk? Do I just haul it away or are there ways to use it? Guys, I'm going to answer all those questions and more. We're going to go into the anatomy of the banana plant and why what I'm telling you works for me and it will work for you. So let's go ahead and get started. It's all about the bananas today, answering some more questions. Hey guys, back here from a Pat here. Today we're going to continue our conversation about bananas. A couple weeks ago, a question was asked about what do we do with the banana flower, and I answered that. After all the bananas have come out, you chop it off. Today we're going to cover a couple other questions that come up quite frequently with new gardeners as well as gardeners, people who have been gardening for a while. How often do these banana plants fruit? After the banana has fruited, will it fruit again? So before we get into that, let me explain to you a little bit more about this banana plant. So banana plants are not really trees. They're not woody. They're actually herbaceous plants. And if you notice, when you plant a banana, let's go a little closer. If you notice, when you plant a banana plant, you get multiple suckers on multiple plants. This whole section of bananas here, guys, started as one plant, and it is one plant. So a banana plant is more, what is below the ground is like a rhizome. So similar to like a ginger that has, when you plant a ginger, it has several shoots. All these banana shoots are, think of them as branches of that one plant, right? So a banana, you plant a banana plant and it puts several what we call suckers that come up, right? So this started as one plant and I have had multiple rounds of bananas from this one plant. So each branch, which you would call a banana tree, each branch fruits one time. When it fruits, you want to chop that down. So this is one branch that is currently fruiting. We have several suckers. That's one sucker. That's another plant. Another sucker. We have several bananas from that one plant. This is one that I just chopped the bananas off. So this one will not fruit anymore. So because it won't fruit anymore, this branch of the banana plant won't fruit anymore. You want to chop that down. So another banana circle that's easier to see. And excuse me, girls, I'll show you talk to you exactly why we need to chop it down and what I do with it. The banana circle that we worked on a couple weeks back when I spoke about removing the flower, and you can see we have several bananas that are in the one circle that are fruiting. So this is one banana plant with several suckers. 3 are currently fruiting, and as you can see, there are several small bananas on the same plant. So the question is, why do we need to chop them down after they're fruited? And you can see I have several that I had already chopped down and they've already dissolved. So what I do is I chop and drop. I cut it all the way down to the very base. So let's pretend that we've already harvested this. You don't want to do this until you've already harvested your bananas, whether you harvest them green or you wait for them to ripe. After you've harvested them, you know it's not going to fruit anymore because that branch can only fruit once, or this sucker only fruits once. So we're going to chop it all the way to the very ground. And what that does is that redirects the energy that was keeping this plant alive and ripening up these bananas. That's going to redirect the energy into the other plants, into the other branches or the other suckers that are still fruiting, or the little ones like these that are coming up. That's redirecting the energy to those so these can grow up fast. So this banana plant, this banana circle, as you can see, is very productive. That was another plant, another branch or another sucker that we harvested and chopped back. There was There's another one back here. You can see, oops, that one back there that we chopped it and dropped it in place. So banana suckers, the trunk of the plant, it's not a real trunk, but whatever. Let's call it, I'm just gonna call it the trunk for now. And I'm just gonna call it a banana tree for now. So the trunk or these branches, these suckers are full of nutrients, full of vitamins. They have calcium. The trunk itself has calcium, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus, lots of different micro and macronutrients that will actually feed the soil and build up the soil. So by me chopping and dropping it along the base, that's gonna break down and feed the soil. And then that's why as you can see, I don't use any form of fertilizer on my bananas, but I have tons of bananas just to chop and drop. Do the same thing with the leaves, the banana leaves. Once they turn brown like that, guys, I chop and drop them along the base. I also chop and drop them around my trees. You can see them. This is a papaya sucker. Literally, guys, this sucker popped up in April of this year. We're in the end of September now. So in 5 or 6 months, this sucker, that was a tiny little sucker that popped up from a seed that fell. That sucker grew that big, and I chop and drop banana leaves here. So like when I chop these off, I just drop them around all my fruiting. Oops. I drop them around all my fruiting and flowering trees. Drop some around my guava tree. Also, all that is going to break down, feed the soil, become soil, and all the calcium and the potassium and the phosphorus, we need that for our flowering trees. All that is going to break down into the soil. Another way you can use your banana trunk as well as your leaves is the same way you use your banana peels. A lot of you gardeners out there, we know about putting the banana peel tea, which is really good for encouraging flowers. Fruiting and flowering trees, it's really good for that. You can use the same thing with the trunk, guys. You can chop it down to the ground, take a saw or machete, whatever, chop it up, and you can put chunks of that into a bucket of water, let it ferment down, and then use that to water your plants. That encourages blossoms. That's a very common organic tip that a lot of organic gardeners use to encourage flowering, especially with the peppers, tomatoes. But it also works. I use it on my Barbados cherry. I use it in other places too. So because I have so many banana plants and I have so many bananas always at my disposal, I don't use the trunk itself in teas, but you can. I have more than enough banana peels to use the banana peels in my banana peel tea. All right, guys, so I hope that answered the question. The two questions were, what do we do after it's finished fruiting? So after, the answer is after the trunk, the one branch or the one sucker fruits, it will only fruit once. You chop it down to the ground. Then what do you do with it after you chop it down? Use it in your banana teas, use it as chop and drop. Do not haul it to the dump. This is very valuable nutrients for our garden. Guys, go out and plant a banana. If you're in an area that can grow bananas, plant a banana, guys. I mean, I have banana circles throughout my garden. Every one of the circles started with one banana plant that gave me multiple branches. This banana plant or this banana circle I've already harvested at least 3 or 4 suckers, and you can see I have right now, this one is loaded. This one is loaded right here. Some people say you can only have one at a time fruiting in a circle. You can see that's not true. And I still have more, guys. This is one plant. I still have another one. Let's see if we can get back here. Woo. Oh yeah. Look, I have more back here. More back here. That's fruiting. This one, ooh, that one looks like it's ready. That one is ready to start boiling some green banana. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10 in this one circle that are lined up ready to go. Bananas are one of my favorite survival foods. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Bye now.